We are live.
I don't know what to do with my hands. I don't know what to do with my hands. I'm waiting for it.
Welcome to. We got Facebook.
There it is.
Waiting for the feed.
Oh, they can hear us. They could hear us.
Oh, yeah, they can hear us. Hey, welcome to the Who You Know Job Networking Show.
New place.
Well, what you know
is important,
but
who y'all know.
Who you know can make all the difference in your job
Especially
search.
in Texas.
Where the heck are we?
Where are we? This is new.
Who's that?
This is new.
A new house.
Who is that?
We got a special guest.
Very special guest.
Special place.
Guys,
special
we have the queen of LinkedIn with us today. The one, the only, Shay Rowbottom.
Shay Rowbottom.
Hey.
Hey guys, what is up?
What's up?
I am just hanging in here, quarantine life. You know how we do.
Yep.
It's all over the U.S., isn't it?
That's right. That's right. Q style.
Well, guys, we are super excited to be here with you today. We've got very special guest, Shay Rowbottom, on the show with us. But real quick, let's go ahead and go straight to the audience. We've got an amazing audience with us today.
Who we got?
Shout outs. So, Jeremy Perkins, what's going on? He says, hey guys, Ravi, what's happening? Dan Irvin.
There's Ravi.
We already know Dan.
Oh, yeah. Dan is on there.
50 grand.
We already know Dan.
Dan
we
Irvin.
got Laura Van Camp in the house. What's going on, Laura? Jonathan Eden. All right, guys, here's what we want you to do. As you're checking in with us, tell us first and foremost where you're tuning in from.
Right. Yeah.
We've got people tuning in from all over the world, all over the globe. So tell us where you're tuning in from. And then make sure you are putting a hashtag what you are searching for. So if it's IT, project management, QA, accounting and finance, make sure you put a hashtag and put that in the comments section. We do have an audience of recruiters who are hiring from the live comments, so make sure you're doing that. Also, if you are hiring right now, we want to hear from you as well. So put hashtag now hiring, or maybe you're just a career coach and you're helping, you're supporting, you're encouraging the network. Let us know. We'd love to hear from you guys.
Yeah, hiring is a special thing right now. It carries a boom.
Absolutely.
Comment too if you've been affected, if your search specifically has been impacted by coronavirus, by the pandemic, or maybe you're in search because of the pandemic. Let us know that too.
Yeah. I mean, there's 30 plus million people affected right now.
Oh my God.
36.
That's a lot of people.
36 million?
36 million new jobless claims over the last month and a half.
It's crazy. Well, guys, we always like to bless the audience with a prayer.
Absolutely.
Okay? So, guys, there's something, actually, I posted a video today, and it was about commission breath, okay? And the reason why I'm going into this before I go into the prayer was because it talked about the worry, the anxiety. When you go in and you're in your interview and you have that anxiety, that financial stress bearing down on you, a lot of times it can come off as commission breath. And it comes off in your interviews, and what I think is super important in those moments is that you give it to God, right? Just give it to God. Let go and let God, because you need to have faith that He's going to take care of you regardless, right? And it says it in the Scripture. You can read it over and over and over. It says, "Fear not." How many times did we say?
365. Golly.
365.
One for every day.
Times the Bible mentions "fear not." So guys, let's go to God real quick. Let's say a quick prayer. Dear Lord, thank you so much for this day, beautiful day. We want to be thankful for every gift that you've given us. You've given us talents and gifts for a reason. You sent us here with purpose. Help us align with that purpose and help us let go of the fear. Okay, fear's the enemy holding us back from who we're called to be. So help us let go of that fear and get rid of this enemy that's plaguing our nation right now. Let us have faith in you, right? Restore our faith. Sometimes it's really easy to fall into unbelief. So help us with that unbelief, God. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
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 So can we get an amen on LinkedIn?
Come on, y'all. Let me see it. Let me see
let,
it.
me
Let me
get some,
see
let
it.
me get some hands on LinkedIn. Amen on LinkedIn. And guys, we have a lot to be thankful for. A lot to be thankful for.
A
Right
whole
now,
lot.
there are some landings.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We've
Oh
had
yeah.
landings.
There's some landings.
We got
even
some
in the
landings.
midst of this time, for
Yep.
sure.
People are still landing jobs.
People are still landing jobs.
So there's a couple that I know of, right?
Good.
I'm going to bring up a couple of names that I'm super excited about. Let's see some hands on LinkedIn, y'all. Hands on LinkedIn. Can I get a drum roll? You guys want a drum roll?
Yep. Do it.
Can y'all hear that?
It's my drums. No, we don't have any drums in here. Let's
No-
give a
no
round of
B-Lab.
applause and some hands on LinkedIn for Linda Howard.
Yeah, that's a big
Linda
one.
Howard.
Big
Linda's
one.
been in it
Yeah.
for a while.
Whoop whoop.
Way
Yeah.
to go, Linda.
Linda.
Yeah, so Linda sent me an email and told her story about how she used the platform that we teach, BombBomb,
The bomb dizzle.
to rehumanize her job search, to follow up. And she said that it helped to make her stand out, and she was very creative in her job search. And the hiring manager said, wow, she's so
Yeah, it got
creative,
their
we have to
attention,
hire
yeah.
her. Yep. So it was a really, really good story. And Linda, what I think is super impactful about her story is that we get a lot of the baby boomer generation all the time asking us, well, how are they going to look, how are they going to feel about my video? Because I have gray hair or whatever,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah.
My folks.
Yeah. Yo peeps.
My peoples.
Yo peeps. Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, the early adopters are always millennials or even Gen Z or whatever they call themselves now. Then you've got Gen X, Gen Y.
Oh yeah, you're Gen
Then-
X, and then oh my goodness, I'm the world's oldest baby boomer.
Honorary
I'm
Gen
an
X.
honorary Gen Xer, but I'm the world's oldest millennial. Y'all get that?
Well, what I think is important about it is, right, it shows that she's capable of adapting.
Right.
Right? Because a lot of times the stigma against someone with maybe a little more gray hair is that you can't teach an old dog new tricks, maybe, right? Like that they're not adaptable, they can't use technology, they're a little bit slower in that area, right?
Not all of us.
So exactly,
Not all
when
of
you
us.
have someone that's a little bit older that can show that they're capable and use cutting edge technology to stand out, it really does make an impact with that employer. They go, oh wow, I totally misread this person.
Well, not only that, but it works both ways, right? Because we get a lot of people that are coming through the Career Search Network who are saying, I don't know if that's going to work for me.
Yep.
Right? They don't believe, they've got some trepidation about how they may present themselves or whatever the reason is. But at the same time, they can do it, and if they just get out of their own way,
You got to get out of your own way.
right?
When we were
It will work for them.
when we were coming up through our younger years, you know, Gen Xers and baby boomers, we did not we had technology, yes, but we didn't have as much a diversity of technology that we have now, and it looks scary to many. But guys, we do have to adapt, and we don't have to know everything that Gail Houston told us about yesterday in the workshop. But we need to definitely connect with the big ones, the ones that are making a difference. We need to be right there with them.
Well, congratulations to Linda Howard. We also have another special congratulations to Alak Kumar.
Yep.
A lot of good.
A lot
Yep.
more.
Yep, Alak Kumar, congratulations. Let's get some hands on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Hands out there, y'all.
All right. So also events. We got some events going on. We have the Who You Know Summit, okay, which we
Every
teach
Monday.
every Monday, except for next Monday because
Well,
that's Memorial Day.
Tuesday. We are having it
We are having it Tuesday.
Tuesday.
And we still have a few spots open for that, so I want to do a real quick plug to that. The Who You Know Summit is going to teach you, again, the strategy we taught Linda, right?
Yep.
How to rehumanize the job
Yep.
search.
Get
How
yourself
to
out
use
of the black
video,
hole.
actually, which I'm excited, Shay, that you're here because we're going to talk a lot about video today. How to use video in your job search if you're a
do
job
that.
seeker, and how to command the attention from the recruiters and hiring managers, right?
And it's user friendly, guys. It's not hard.
It's not hard at all. So that's what we're going to teach you in this workshop. We're going to get hands-on. I'm actually, I stole a lot of things from Shay. And I put it in my
think a lot of people
workshop.
stole a lot of
So
stuff.
I'm just going to tell you that right now.
Yeah. But not
Yeah,
only
no,
that,
no-
right?
no
it's,
such
it's,
thing.
it's not only video, but it's a lot of the other things that you can employ that differentiate yourself.
Right.
Right. And then also just a little bit of a hint, but by coming through the workshop, you're going to get access to the Career Search Network, to our network. So
Yep.
it's not all about what you know, right? It's about who you know. And those introductions, those referrals could be vital to your search. So be sure you come.
All right, Foster, tip of the week.
Tip of the week. Guys, you know what? We have a rolling, usually at this time of year, we have the Frisco Career Transition Workshop. Now, because of COVID, hey, we're not all getting together and fist bumping and hugging and doing all the stuff that we do. So we are on Zoom like the rest of the world. So each Tuesday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon for the next consecutive, probably month or so, we're going to have presentations and we will have a panel of recruiters right after the show. So yesterday was Gail Houston, who is Gail might be the most well-known recruiter in the United States. And each week we're going to have more. There'll be Locke Alderson. There will be other people that have been part of this workshop for years. We are in our 19th year now, I think it is. And so we have found a way to put it on video for everybody to access. And you know what, guys? Those folks that do not live in Texas, some of them might live in Wisconsin. I said that Shay told me she was from Wisconsin, y'all. And California,
Yes.
Idaho. I talked to a lady that was in Idaho that owns outdoorsnetwork.com. Believe it or not, all the outdoor stuff. So, and because on this radio show today, we probably have people from Africa. We probably have people from Canada, all over around the U.S., Asia Pacific, because the things that we talk about are easily, you guys need to know about those things so you can do that in your own neighborhoods, wherever you are, wherever you need a job. So go to, guys, careerdfw.org and the sister site, careerusa.com. That should make sense there. Jeff Morris is our buddy. It's so comprehensive. You guys need to go check it out if you want to know where to go and who to connect with. And the search number 4 letter U inc.com website offers a lot of network jobs. We share these jobs in the network, and the people that are responsible for these jobs, recruiters, hiring managers, their direct information is on the bottom of the postings. Do not send your information directly to those people. Don't try to apply through the website, guys. But that information is there, and I think it adds a value.
All right, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay.
Before we move on.
Oh, you cut me off, man. What's up?
Before we move on.
Bro.
What you got?
Viewer audience, do not forget there's a little arrow down there. So you got 2 action items right now. Number 1, click that share button. Number 2, tag somebody.
Tag somebody.
All right, well, I'm going to share something with you.
All right, share it.
All
Let's
right.
get it. Bring
I got a surprise.
Okay.
Are y'all ready?
What you got?
Shay, you ready? I got a surprise. I got a
ready,
little.
yes.
So Foster, his branding. We talk about branding all the time. Foster, that's for you.
I got it, brother.
Got
Y'all check this out.
BBQ.
Y'all check this out.
Oh, that
Now,
ain't
you
it.
know-
That ain't it, Foster.
You know that fits me. And there's more, I'm sure.
So everybody knows
scared.
that Foster, his brand is barbecue. He loves barbecue. If you want to get a hold of Foster and get a conversation, you just buy him some barbecue. So I also got you some ribs, man.
Man, I got to have ribs.
Got them ribbies.
Got you some ribs.
Got you some
Chappelle
ribbies.
loves ribs. Me and Dave Chappelle.
And then
Guys, did I ever tell you guys I used to have a barbecue catering business
What?
with Chris
oh,
McCaskey?
we didn't know that.
Oh
Really?
my gosh.
It was called Barbecue. It was years ago, but it was awesome. Uh-oh, I'm getting my...
Yep.
Shay, do you like barbecue?
Your mic.
Oh my
yeah, I
goodness.
do. Yes.
You like
Sorry if
barbecue?
You guys couldn't hear me.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. All right.
Look
Well,
at
when
what
you
Foster got.
hey, when you come down to Texas, okay? Because I know
I'm coming.
you were going to do your tour, right? When you come down
Yes.
to Texas, we'll go get some barbecue.
Oh, yeah, we'll get... And I know where
I
the
love
best stuff is.
Texas.
Believe me, I do.
I'm a Southern girl
So if
now,
you guys
Trevor.
couldn't hear me, I got ribs and I got barbecue potato chips. I know you guys, you Texans have never, ever tried barbecue potato chips. Hey.
Marky
Why-
Mark,
why is
got
it
you
named
some beef jerky
Mesquite?
there?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, and
Oh,
Holden
yeah.
in the back studio, guys. We have a producer now. He's in the back. We can barely hear Shay. If we could turn her up maybe just a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of the
Yeah,
network
turn it
doesn't
up.
know, but Trevor knows because prior to the pandemic, he's been in the office with me, but yeah, I kind of like beef jerky.
Yeah, beef jerky.
You got to share that.
Pretty much like maybe every day.
I'll
Well,
share
not
my
every day,
ribs.
but you know.
And then last but not least, guys. All right, so Shay, this is what we do here in Texas. When somebody lands a job, they bring donuts and they tell their story, okay?
I love it.
Yeah. And the story is encouraging. It lifts people up. It
Yes.
also shows people how people are actually landing jobs nowadays. Is it networking? Is it a job board? Is it, the resume? Like, what is actually working? So, I got some donuts
You
here,
got
but I have a question for you. Like, do you even eat donuts, Shay?
No.
No. She's like, no.
I don't eat.
Good
I don't.
for you, Shay. Good.
I haven't had gluten in years. I'm one of those very
Gluten-free
predictable gluten-free white people right here. That's me.
I think those are gluten free. Those are gluten free.
No
Well,
way. Well, I don't
Man,
eat
there's
sugar
no
either.
calories in them at all. You
No-
know, any
no
donut that's
sugar
made
for
in
me.
Texas has got no calories.
That's
Oh
awesome.
my gosh, you guys! You're trying to make me heavy out there, moving to Texas, eating cement for breakfast and whatever else
Yeah.
you guys do.
Cement.
I think, cement.
Cement.
Yeah, down here in Texas, it's cement.
Barbecue and donuts. So, all right. Well,
Amen.
again,
I am
congratulations to Linda Howard and
Look at
Alok
that, you know what I'm
Kumar.
saying?
These donuts are for you, okay? Because Shay won't eat them, so we'll just
Good
We'll
job.
put those down. Let's go to the audience real quick, and then I want to devote as much time to Shay as possible while we have you here. Thank you so much
Absolutely.
for being with us. We're so
Yeah.
excited.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So we've got an amazing audience with us. Amanda, we see Chandra. Who else do we got
Meg Rose
here?
is with us, you guys.
Oh, of course, Meg
Oh,
Rose.
Rose is our hype star.
Our hype woman.
That's our hype lady.
That's the hype
Hype lady.
lady. Thomas Burke, what's going on? Chris Renicky. Hey, Holly, how you doing? Let's
Holly
see.
in the house.
Leia. We got Melody Robinson, Lisa Lowry, Jacqueline West, Raymond. What's going on? Good to see you guys all with
Dr.
us.
Jacqueline West. Hey.
Again, remember.
Hey, guess who's on here?
who?
Tommy Crenshaw.
Oh, Tommy Crenshaw.
Tommy
Let me
Crenshaw.
see.
Tommy Crenshaw. Guys, we love you. We appreciate you. There is no show without you. So
There is not.
what we'd like for you to do, again, if you're searching, hashtag what you're searching for, okay? It's super simple. If you're hiring, put hashtag no hiring. If you're a recruiter, make sure you let each other know and connect with each other. Like, build some value, and you never know what can happen from those comments. So,
Right?
all right, let's get to it.
Yeah.
Let's
Shay.
Questions
Let's
going.
knock it down.
Let's
Come
hear
on.
from Shay.
Shay.
What's
We-
up, guys?
We are so excited. Okay,
Shay
so look, I came
I'm
prepared.
excited.
I don't ever do this.
Yeah, he's got notes.
I don't ever
Really?
do.
Wow.
Trevor's really excited about having
No.
you, and we all are. This is cool. Everybody can't have you.
Yeah. So
Aw,
I
you
wanted
guys
to
are
make
so
sure
sweet.
because we got like, what is it? Maybe another 45 minutes here. I was like, I got to
Yes.
make sure I get some good questions for Shay. So
All right, let's do it.
first and foremost, for those that you do not know, this is the queen of LinkedIn. Okay, she's the LinkedIn expert. She's the guru. She's gonna teach you how to really blow things up on LinkedIn. So I would love to hear your story about how you started with Facebook. Right, you had an agency over there, video marketing agency, and you sold some shares, right? Is that right? And then you decided to kind of
Yeah.
like move into LinkedIn land.
Yes, yeah. So, how do I make this? How do I condense the story? I started a company out of my bedroom when I was 23. It was a video licensing company where I got paid from really big blogs on Facebook, anywhere from 1 million to 40 million followers. That size of Facebook page and Facebook blog. They needed safe licensed video content for their page because Facebook had started to heavily favor video in the algorithm, which we've seen all social media platforms follow suit since then. So I was put in a really unique position. I essentially got a job working for one blog owner making these videos. Word of mouth between the other pages spread, and they wanted these videos. So I was licensing viral video content, whatever story, whatever clip was trending at that time that I could get my hands on and facilitate a deal with the owner to get their story featured on that page. I did it, and I did that for years, and it turned me into a machine at digital marketing, specifically knowing how to get attention in the news feed with video. So I scaled that company. It segued into really more of a traditional advertising firm toward the end. Like we were doing traditional media buying for a lot of product companies, facilitating deals with the page owners, where we would now work with product companies and consumer goods to feature their product on the network of blogs that we now cultivated, because we had a great reach just through our client base and the viral video licensing side of things. So what we started doing was we started promoting products. We started doing media buying campaigns for products. And I got on LinkedIn in an attempt to get leads for that part of the company, for the media buying product video side of things. So I hadn't been making my own content for years. I actually was previously very creative and artistic. I was an artist, a starving artist and a musician before I actually...
Yeah, you used to be a rapper.
Yes, I was a rapper. I was a singer too. I got on American Idol. Yeah.
Noise.
So that was before, I dropped out of college when I was 20 to pursue my music. From age 20 to 23, I heavily pursued music, but I didn't go anywhere. And I started to get real with myself about my lack of business and marketing expertise. So I quit music to start that agency, scaled it up, got investors, did that for years before I finally found LinkedIn. I was hearing, oh, LinkedIn's a gold mine for leads if you do video, because there's no one on LinkedIn utilizing the video, which is still relatively new on LinkedIn. And I thought, well, I know everything about video on social media now. I've been doing it for years. I was really itching to make my own content again, to get on camera again. I've always been passionate about performing and creating. So the whole journey kind of morphed into this perfect fusion of, I already had the entertaining background. I already felt very comfortable on camera. But now, after years of the video licensing and working on Facebook, I knew marketing and I knew how to get attention through video content. So I started making my own video content. I started growing my personal brand on LinkedIn. And within 2 months of creating LinkedIn videos consistently, I did about 3 original selfie videos per week, just shot on my cell phone. I had generated over 6 figures in revenue for my Facebook agency at the time. So it was a wake-up call. I was like, whoa, there's a whole nother business here on LinkedIn. I had a lot of partners with my Facebook agency. It had scaled, it had grown. There were many heads of the table. It had gotten bigger than me. I decided, you know what? I'm just going to sell my shares and start over on LinkedIn so that I can bring this video marketing knowledge to business owners who don't realize they're sleeping on a gold mine of inbound leads on the LinkedIn platform, simply if they learn how to utilize video and grow a personal brand here.
So I have a question for you. A question for you on that. So like, when you left, right, and you sold, was it uncomfortable in the beginning? Like, did you have any worry or like, I don't know if this is going to work. What am I doing? Self-doubt, that kind of thing? Yeah. Or was it just like, you know what? No, this is where it's at.
You wanna hear some self-doubt, Trevor? And this is perfect because a lot of job seekers are tuning in. So you've all experienced this by now, probably getting laid off or getting fired. I got demoted. By my investors from my own company. Yeah, they demoted me. There was an issue. Yep, there was an issue with one of our biggest contracts, actually. It was like a decent chunk of our revenue at the time. I was accountable. I did make a mistake, but the way they were treating me, like,
what's that song? Look at me now. Look at me now.
Oh, so funny. So
right.
Success is the best revenge,
yes,
you guys.
It is.
So
yes, it is.
I was crushed. I was really young when I got that investment. I was virtually not represented in the operating agreement. Like the way they were treating me was very unfair, unjust, but there wasn't much I could do about it. I just decided to surrender and fold, but it was so painful because I had spent years building that company. I was the founder, and I kind of got it pulled from the rug under me. It was like what's that? Steve Jobs. What happened to Steve Jobs? Like, you're out. We don't want you anymore. And like, I was like, you know what? I'm done disempowering myself. I'm done working with people who don't see my value. Like, you're literally going to tell me that I am not valuable enough to have a seat at the table and that I have to prove my worth if I'm going to stay here. I built this company. I've proven my worth. I'm done. Buy me out. And they did. I took my paycheck and left. And I was scared. I was very bitter. I was very sad. It triggered a lot of It
Yeah.
actually, the whole experience, it was like rejection, right? When you get fired or something, it's like rejection. So it actually triggered a lot of my childhood wounds that I wasn't dealing with. A lot of the abuse that I endured as a small child, it all came coming back up. My feelings of powerlessness, codependency. How am I going to make it? I mean, I was wrecked, Trevor. I had like a knot in my stomach, like, okay, I'm going to do LinkedIn marketing, but really work. I'm going off on my own. I felt really dependent on like men in business and insecure about forming my own company. But I knew I could do it. Like deep down, I had this strength. I was like, I have this following that I've been building anyways. People are coming to me for help with LinkedIn marketing anyways. I'm just going to do it. And I dove all in. And I had a cushion because I was sitting on that buyout. So I really was in a fortunate position to get past that and start my own company on LinkedIn. And it's just been the most beautiful journey ever. I always tell people, discomfort is the path to growth and achieving your goals. If you want to grow, you better get used to being uncomfortable and facing that pain and getting through it. So I'm really grateful that I came out the other side. And now I own my own company. It's 100% mine. I have no partners, and I'm pretty sure, it would only be a guess at this point since I'm not in contact with my original agency, but like, I would imagine I'm making more money than them now, and it's 100% mine. So, just to go.
That is what we like to call on this show. I'm gonna do one for you, okay? So I've got a microphone right here.
Drop that.
Okay, that's my mic drop.
That's a mic.
Whoa!
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm talking about? I'll do it for you because
Here, we got more too. Here.
yeah, we got more mic.
There's more mic. I gotta
Grab
drop
your
them
mic.
too.
You got a mic.
Drop it. Yeah.
The major thing that I heard Shay say was passion, and we all know that that's Trevor's word.
Yep.
And I'm dropping. Look.
Drop
Booyah.
the mic. Drop it faster.
All right, so I love that story. I wanted to dig a little deeper because I've heard you talk about it before, but I wanted to hear the discomfort, right? Because I think that is super important for our audience to hear. They're going through this right now. There's a lot of discomfort. The world is going through discomfort right now. I'm going through discomfort right now.
We are going through like the whole world is growing. The whole world is feeling the pain.
Yes.
Oh man, it is. Yes.
Hey, but you know what? On that note, so what does a mama eagle do to the eaglets to get them to leave the nest?
Oh yeah.
It starts pulling out all the comfort, all the feathers. It starts pulling out all of the nice cozy, and it quits feeding it so that those birds are so uncomfortable that they eventually fly. Right?
Yeah,
so right now, guys, we're going through uncomfort.
I got chucked off the nest, y'all.
You like that?
Yeah, I thought they threw them out the nest.
No, they don't do it. They make it uncomfortable. They quit feeding them.
They did too.
They quit feeding them, and they pull out the feathers, and underneath the feathers is a bunch of spikes and thorns. And
Yeah,
They pull
it's
out their
ugly under
feathers?
there.
I love that. Look at you.
Mama
Google it.
everything.
She's
out.
going to Google it
Trevor.
right
You
now.
Google it right
Trevor
now.
with the
Okay.
It's
Okay.
pretty cool, Shay. It really. I mean, it is, but it ain't.
So here I got some other questions I wanted to bring to you.
Yes.
Okay. If you were seeking employment, okay, I want you to think about put your empathy your mindset on, and you're a job seeker right now. What kind of videos would you be making?
Helping people. What can you do to help?
Boom. That's another one right there.
That's what my business mentor says all the time. He's like, we're just helpful, Shay. That's all we're doing is we're just being helpful, and anything that you can do to remind people that you're helpful, that you're there to serve. That's what companies are looking for in employees. Can you be part of a community? Can you work as a team? Can you hear other people's perspectives and listen? Can you be humble? So especially when you're in the position of job seeker, and this is a little different from what I'll normally say in regards to business owners who don't have to answer to anyone on LinkedIn and can kind of be a little more raw and make enemies. You want to always position yourself as someone who has empathy for others. So even if you do release a piece of content that is maybe opinionated or that not everyone is going to agree with, be really careful about how you show up in the comments and respect other people who have a different opinion than you, because that reflects how you're going to work in the workplace with your team. That shows how you're going to interact with other employees, how you're going to interact with the staff. When the boss doesn't like your idea, can you take constructive criticism? If they see you post on LinkedIn, but then you're bashing everyone in the comments who doesn't 100% agree with your perspective. That's
Right.
really unattractive to employers and business owners, to anyone. I think the
And it
world we
should
live
be.
in general just needs a wake-up call that, us fighting each other and being combative, it doesn't get us anywhere, right? It's like divide and conquer. We need to unite. We need to embrace the different perspectives out there, which they do still exist on LinkedIn. Yes, it's a professional platform, but people are still going to disagree with you. People might even hate on you more overtly. So I would say just be strong and always ask yourself, how does me showing up on my personal blog on LinkedIn reflect to how I'm going to be in the workplace? And in terms of your content, just share industry skills. How can you be helpful?
Boom.
What do you know about your job role, about your industry that would make your customer's life easier? And start to share that so that your potential boss, when they see you, is like, oh, wow, this person clearly knows a lot about our industry. They have some authority here. It looks like they might be a good asset to our team, but they're never going to make that decision if you aren't showing up and sharing that valuable information that you have learned over the years in your industry with your audience.
I
So
love
I would
that
say,
because
yeah, just go out.
I went through your boot camp, and one of the things that you teach is, yeah, the boot camp's awesome, by the way. So
Thank you.
you've
Yes.
created a monster is what you've done.
Oh, I love it. I love Trevor's videos.
Yeah.
You're the best. You
Well,
are killing
thanks.
He
it.
is good. It is a passion of his, and he is very good at that. Yeah.
Well, but one of the things that you teach in there is that you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Like when it comes to creating content, like I'm teaching our audience now this. So if you're in HR, okay, and that's what you do, then you don't have to reinvent the wheel when it comes to content. Go to Google, right? Go in there and type in Google, so type in HR, top HR mistakes, okay? And
Yep.
you're gonna see all of this content that's already been created. And one of the things that Shay teaches in her course is that it's not like plagiarism if you take it, read it, and put it in your own words.
Make it your own. Yeah.
Make it your own. It's actually going to sharpen your skills, right? Because you're going every single day. You're going and you're learning and you're looking at what's being created out there, the content that's already out there. You're going to sharpen your own skills, and then you're going to create content around it that's in your own words. That's going to position you as the thought leader in that industry, so that you are the go-to HR person, not just like how many HR people are there out there, right? You want to be the
Right.
go-to HR person, so
Right.
that an employer comes to you and that you drive traffic to your profile. So I love that.
That's a good point because, I mean, if people are worried about using some other content that's not their own, right? I don't think that really is happening anywhere. I don't think anybody really is creating their own content anywhere. Everybody's learned from somebody,
Oh, yeah.
right? And so that's really what they're doing, is they're just learning and then being able to share that in their own words.
So in Joel Scrivener's book, Winology, he talks about there's a couple phases of how to become a winner. And one was imitate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Imitate. So like if I want to be Michael Jordan, I need to watch Michael Jordan and I need to imitate him, okay?
Emulate. Yep.
And then innovate, okay? So once you got it down pat and you know exactly how to do it, then you can get creative and kind of start doing your own thing. So right now, like I'm following Shay's course to a T, right? I'm imitating,
Yep.
and then I'll get creative and I'll put my
Make
own
it
spin
your
on
own.
it.
Yeah.
Right,
So,
exactly. I love that.
Well, here's what I want to do real quick, okay? Shay, you probably didn't know I did this, but I've been teaching our audience your style, okay? I've been teaching the job seekers.
Wow.
So I've
He's
got a
full of
surprise for you.
All right.
First, I would like to play, Holden, if you could go ahead and play the Shay Gave Me an A video. Can you go ahead and play that?
Oh, that'd be a
yay.
good video.
Here we go.
You could also go to Trevor Houston's profile and go get his first LinkedIn video that he posted today, like the first LinkedIn video like we teach in the program, how to do it. I also wanted to share that example because that was a really good example of how to do the very first video, guys. So for those of you who aren't on week 3 yet, in week 3, you shoot your first video. And today Trevor did his. He uploaded it to LinkedIn, I should say rather, and it's doing really well. He just did a really beautiful job of explaining what he does and looking, to connect with more people.
So what's it about?
Ooh, yeah, no.
That's what it's about. So first and foremost,
That outro though.
you like that?
Rock that.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was really cool going through the boot camp, going through the program, because now you've essentially armed me with the weapons and the tools needed to teach my network so that I can empower them, because I've been helping them with videos for a long time and I was never the expert. So I was helping them and it was kind of mediocre. The videos kind of came out, right?
Right.
But now that I've gone through your boot camp, can you go ahead and play Tammy's first LinkedIn video?
This is my first LinkedIn video and I am so excited. Hi everybody, I'm Tammy Walquist and it is so nice to meet you. I help companies reach their target audience by creating focused, targeted messaging around their company's story. Please be on the lookout for more of my content coming soon, which will be focused on the art of storytelling and how I can use my years of experience writing thousands of small business features to help shape your company's story and communication strategy. I'm looking to grow my network and be more active on LinkedIn, so please tag any recruiters or others you think I should be connected with below. Thanks in advance. Bye!
Wow. Dang.
You like that?
Wow, that was better than yours, Trevor.
Wow.
That was better than yours. Tammy, what is up? I want
Yeah, that
Tammy to
good?
write me the testimonial.
was good.
Yeah, that was amazing. I
Yeah.
loved
That
it.
is.
So I've got a few more we'll get to in a second, but I want to hear from the audience. First of all, I would like for you to go ahead and tag Tammy in the comments section so that if she's not watching right now, she can see that she just got featured on the Who You Know show.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead and tag
Yes.
her in the comments. We'll play a couple of more
I love
videos. I've got a couple more examples for you, but
I'm
that's pretty
so-
cool, right?
I'm so happy. I'm so proud of you. Yes, that is amazing. And it's
all
so
about
simple,
impact.
right?
It's
Yeah.
about impact, right? And you are having a bigger impact in the communities than I think you probably even realize, okay? Because you're empowering people, your course empowers people to be self-sufficient, to do things, to be creative, and to really get attention in this busy, busy, busy world that we live in. And so you're empowering business owners, entrepreneurs, now job seekers, and you didn't even realize that, to do the same thing. So hats off to you for that.
Absolutely.
Oh,
That's
thank
awesome.
you so much. Thanks, guys.
Many of
It's
us
been
guys, many of us are subject matter experts and don't even know it. Look at what we've been through in our lives, in our jobs. And if you have a passion, the number one thing that I hear Shay talking about is a passion that she had. She followed that passion. You'll be surprised if you tie it in. All I wanted to do was to help job seekers. I've been a talent acquisition executive most of my career. I don't want to tell you how many years. And I like it. And so I just started networking and creating new networking venues. And the next thing you know, I serve this big old network here in Dallas-Fort Worth. And you can cut us in half, and we're probably still the biggest job seeker network in the United States. So what are we doing here? So that's something that you want to ask yourself. All of us got something we've been through.
Yeah, we all have something to give, right? Purpose. You know,
Love
we're
it.
created for
Yeah.
a reason. We've been given gifts and talents, and we're here to serve, right? And if
We
you
are.
can serve other people, you know, I think this was, I can't remember who said this. I think it was Warren Buffett. I can't remember who said this. Somebody said it was, if you want to make $1 million, help 1 million people. You want to make $1 billion, help 1 billion people. And what I really
yeah.
got from that message was not necessarily about the money so much as serving people, right? The money will come, right?
It will.
The money will come with it. So
right. You get paid in the value you provide.
that's it,
That's right.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, and that
Or
goes
how
to
hot
show-
you are.
That goes to show that, I mean, just by forging this path for people and then looking at the trickle down of what it's doing and the impact it has here, I mean, you should be very proud of that, Shay. That's,
Yeah.
something that will echo.
Thanks,
And well, look
guys.
at all
Yeah.
the people that you're helping. And our handbook, the Bible, says a workman is worthy of his wage.
There you go. That's a mic drop.
Exactly. Yes.
I need to learn that one.
Okay, got another question for you, Shay. In
What's
your
that?
life, what do you attribute to more of your success? Okay, what you know, your skills, right? What you know, or who you know.
Oh man,
Good one, isn't it?
I feel like it's a trick question because it's all about who you, isn't that your slogan? Like it's all about who,
I'm
like
not setting you up or anything.
If
Don't
I
worry about
don't
it.
answer who you know, I'm like destroying your brand right now. No, it is it is really who you know. Every single path I took in life, it was because of the people that came to me, you know, all the way down to the moment I'm born. Who do you know? You know, it's your parents. And I am very fortunate to grow up with really dysfunctional parents, because they taught me what not to do in this world and how not to be. So it's who you know. People say, you know, how are you so deep? How do you have this foresight, and how do you have this objectivity, the way you look at the world, the way you can empathize and understand people and behaviors? I say it's because I had a really rough upbringing. You know, thank God for that. So even your own family that you're born into is an example of who you know. When I was 24 and got my investment, I got the investment deal because of somebody I knew who hooked me up with an investment. When I learned video editing, it was because of who I knew. I met someone at the time who was willing to teach me how to edit videos. I had no tech experience. When I moved to Miami and I started to have my spiritual awakening after leaving my last company and getting demoted and kind of going through that hard time, I met a life coach who completely changed my life. I've worked with several therapists, several life coaches, but this life coach especially really helped propel me forward. It was, I always joke, you know, like I came to Miami so that I could meet him, because after he was one of the first people I ever met in Miami, and he helped me, you know, he walked me through a different set of programs, his programs, different communities down here that he introduced me to that could support me. I didn't really know anyone in South Florida, and that has quickly changed because I have met the right people. So it is who you know. But also, while we're on that topic, Trevor, I just want to touch on something, a perspective that not everyone always has. And I know you'll all appreciate this because you're a very spiritual crowd, but you know, learn to have gratitude for even the people you know that hurt you, that you feel wronged you in your life. You know, even if you were abused, even if everyone that you tell the story to objectively is like, oh, you're the victim. How much did you learn from that experience? I wouldn't change my upbringing for anything. Like, is it sad sometimes that I don't really have a healthy family to go home to? Sure, but I wouldn't change the lessons. I wouldn't change how strong and resilient that made me. I wouldn't change the investors who demoted me because they forced me to realize my worth. They forced me to look at my life and go, what am I even doing here in this company working with all these men? I don't need this. Like, it was a wake-up call. So every single person in your life, even the ones who hurt you, try to have as much of a attitude of gratitude for it and change the perspective to, what did I learn? Why did I take accountability? Why did I manifest a situation in which I would be mistreated? Well, maybe it's because my soul was yearning to learn the lesson of self-respect and self-love. And I'm really proud of this journey that I've been on of getting to that point, because I used to be very bitter. I used to be very angry toward the people that I felt wronged me in the past. And that's no way to live your life. You know, you cannot climb uphill with a bag of bitter rocks on your back. You got to at some point let that go.
Okay,
so
Shay.
keep that in mind as well.
I'm gonna drop some mics on. You are just dropping them. Hold on, I'm gonna drop another one. I knew this was gonna be
like 10 or 12 mic drops in there.
that was so
that-
good. Like, you can't walk. No, hold on. Rewind. You can't walk uphill. Or you can't climb a mountain. What'd you say? Can't walk uphill with a bag
Bag
of
of bitter
boulders.
rocks.
Bitter
A,
rocks.
a bag of bitter rocks on
boulders.
your back. Yes.
Woo! That's fire. That's
And
straight
so
fire.
many people do. Yeah.
Well, and man, that
So-
translates so well and so directly to all of our viewers, what a lot of our viewers are going through. Because look, there's two ways you can approach it. You get knocked down, do you stay down or you get back up? Right?
I get knocked down,
Yeah,
but I get up again.
But
Sorry.
really, I mean, it really is. It just like, so I was in the military, right? And the military is not for everybody, right?
Yeah,
and
that's
so
true.
there are people that have a really good experience in the military, and there are people that have a really bad experience in the military, like boot camp, right? And it's not really much different for one of the or other of those people, right? It's pretty much the same experience. It's all about your attitude, like you said.
Mindset.
Wow,
Okay, so
yeah.
let's do this real quick. If we can play another video, let's go ahead. If we can roll Jeffrey Cho's video, please.
Jeffrey Cho.
Let's do it.
I'm a user experience designer. I specialize mainly in product development and the usability aspects of design. I want to create a positive impact. I want to create better experiences for people and different products. I've worked on many different things like websites, apps, car screens, and even kiosk screens. I don't think only one industry is reserved for user experience design. I think all industries can benefit from it. And yeah, so if you feel like you could use me as a designer on your team, please feel free to reach out. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Nice, right?
I am loving this. It's like watching my children have children. It's like I'm a grandma.
It's a
Like
grandchildren.
I'm a 27-year-ld grandma right
Are
now,
you
Trevor. You're
G-Mama?
giving me the feeling.
That's what's up. That is awesome. That is awesome.
I love it.
That is cool.
I have another question for you. Okay, so we're trying to teach our audience how to, get attention, right? That's what it's all about. Got to get the attention of the recruiters, the hiring managers, the companies. A lot of times these people are very, very busy people. So you did a video recently, or I'm not sure how recent it was, but you did a video about this, how to get attention of busy people. Can you shed some light on that?
Yeah, absolutely. I was inspired to make it, actually. And I had known this. I hadn't made a video about it yet, but somebody from LinkedIn sent me a physical handwritten letter in the mail. And I don't get much physical mail anymore, except for the that mild shopping addiction that I have on Amazon. Other than that, I don't get much. I don't get much physical mail anymore. So it really stood out to me, where I was like, "Wow, who is this guy?" And he was a loyal follower of mine, but there's a lot of people following me now. I didn't know him, so I actually went to his LinkedIn specifically to find him, to check him out. And I ended up sending him a personalized message on LinkedIn, thanking him for the handwritten letter. And it sparked this idea in me where I'm like, I'm going to make a LinkedIn video about it, because people need to know that they can get creative. They can think outside the box to get attention of people that are traditionally really they have so much traffic on their traditional channels. So where else can you go? And I was using my own social media as an example. My LinkedIn is so busy now that I personally do not handle most of the message replies. I have a team to help with that. But if you want to get a hold of me personally, go check influencers you want to get a hold of, go to all their social medias and find the one that has the least followers, which is likely to have the least people messaging them on, and go message them through there. Or if you can find a physical mailing address, even better. Nobody's sending physical letters anymore. It's just a great way to stand out. So I always say, get creative, send them a gift, do research about them. What do they like? Oh, I found out this hiring manager I'm trying to get the attention of really likes golf. I'm going to send them a package of I don't know anything about golf. Why did
Golf
I use that
balls.
example? But you get the point. Yeah, golf balls. So anything that you can do to think outside the box and just provide value, but also try to find channels that people are least flooded on if you want to personally get their attention.
Yeah.
What about a personal introduction?
Yes, and ask. I had my life coach, actually, he paid me a compliment the other day. He said, "Shay, you're really good at asking for things. I love how you just ask for what you need and you don't feel guilty about it." Or especially women, there's this thing where women don't want to ask for anything because then they're bossy or this, that. He's like, "You just ask for what you need." I'm like, heck yeah, I do. You don't ask, you don't get. So if you know someone who knows someone that you're trying to get in contact with, just ask. What's the worst they're going to do? Say, "No, I can't do that for you, Shay." Okay, so on to the next. People are so afraid of rejection. Yeah, you just got to ask. I ask for what I need, and I'm prepared to face the rejection if it's a no. But hey, I'm glad I asked. Now I know. So if you know of someone who is in contact with who you're trying to get a hold of, ask, "Hey, what can I do for you? How can I provide you value so that you can get me an introduction to this person?"
Well, boom. I love that. I love that. Bring value. So okay, so I gotta kind of rewind here. So a couple things you said. It's about
Rewind.
who you know, right? It's about who you know, right? We talked about that.
Yes.
You attribute a lot of your success to who you know. You also said just ask, right? The introduction. So you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's
You've
right.
heard that, right? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So I'm just going to be bold, and I'm going to put myself out there live right now in front of my audience, and I'm just going to ask. So, Shay, there's somebody that you know that I would love an introduction to. It's somebody that I think would add some more fire to this show. I think that she could 10x the
I know where
the
this
audience.
is going.
Yeah, you know where I'm going with this.
She already knows.
She could, she's another amazing woman who is inspiring people, lifting people up, and I think her message could
And
definitely
giving back.
and could
Yeah.
definitely help our audience. So Shay,
Yes.
what could I do for you that would help you to introduce me to Elena Cardone?
Yeah. I'm not sure. I'll have to think about that, about what you could do.
Yeah, what could I do
But
for you?
But I will put a good word out in her ear for you about this show. I think she would really like to be on it, and she and I have a
There you
close
go.
relationship now where she really trusts me. So I would be willing to do that for you, Trevor. No value for me needed. You can just continue to say nice things about me, and invite me to your show once in a while.
Awesome.
Comment on my videos.
Yay!
Drop me in your blog.
All right. See that?
Yeah, I'm gonna drop the mic for Trevor.
All right.
Yes, drop the
See,
mic.
guys,
Good.
you have to just ask,
10X.
right? You just gotta
She's
ask.
gonna
Thank you,
10x your
Shay.
show. I would think she'd be great here because she would have really good perspective on job seekers. That's a lot of what
Oh,
her and
awesome,
Grant
yeah.
teach too, is how to get out of that victim mentality, how to empower yourself.
Right.
They help a lot of people who are job seekers. So hell yes, let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'm excited.
Do it.
I'm super
Yes.
excited.
Do
yeah.
it.
Love it, love it,
That's
love it.
good.
Maybe even a
Relationship.
collaboration. Maybe the two of you.
Yep, there you
That'd
go.
be fun. Yeah.
Just
yeah.
thinking
That'd
outside
be
Yeah,
the
that'd
box.
be real good.
So, okay, let's play another one of those videos. Let's go to our last one, which is one of my favorites. This person has really stepped out of their
Oh.
comfort zone, has really shown me just so much. She came through our summit and has just done amazing things. So can we play the video for Laura Van Camp?
Hey everyone, my name's Laura Van Camp. I wanted to take a minute to introduce myself. I am a product marketer. I've been in the industry for about 12 years now, working on consumer packaged goods, or #CPG. My passion for product development really is fueled by making consumers' lives easier. If I can make a product that is going to help them in their everyday life or for special occasions, that is definitely something that makes me happy and continues to make me want to innovate in the industry. I've had the pleasure of working on some pretty iconic brands and have a very diverse background. I am looking for my next opportunity and would love to connect with all of you out here on LinkedIn. So go ahead and click the link here. You'll be directed to my LinkedIn page. I'd love to connect with you.
Trevor, can I just say I'm so happy that these people have you in their lives. That is so great. Like,
thank
good for you, man. Yeah, what a great guy. What a great mentor. You're really helping these people. Like, the platform is so underutilized, and I always come at it from the angle of business owners are underutilizing it, but even the job seekers who were the original people
Especially
here
them.
are still underutilizing it. Yeah, so
Oh,
like,
yeah.
kudos, man. That was a great video.
Well, thank you. Yeah, anybody that, I mean, the world is underutilizing it, right? We all have this smartphone, and
It's pretty smart, too.
this is a microphone to amplify your voice, right? And if you are designed and put here on this earth to make an impact, why wouldn't you use this, right?
Right.
Like, this just amplifies your
You got
reach.
one life to live. You're gonna die.
Yeah.
You're gonna die.
know, huh?
People need to remember. Everyone right now is living afraid of dying. It's like, if you're living in fear of dying, you're already dead.
Ooh. Whoo.
There's another one. There it is.
Bam!
27 years old, dropping the science. Ooh,
I've
Shay,
got
you
many.
go, girl.
Many lifetimes, Foster. Many lifetimes. I'm an old soul, so
I am
came
too,
back.
Shay, I really am.
Yeah,
I'm-
you
I'm-
are. You're an
I'm
old
matching
soul
up
and
to
an
it
old
now.
millennial.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm the world's oldest millennial. You guys remember that.
This is too much fun. I'm definitely coming back with Elena. I'm definitely coming back for the 10X episode.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we gotta get that going.
That's it, the 10X episode. But, it just goes to show, too, that this is, like you said, it's global. It's the entire world is underutilizing it. But, I mean, look, we're talking to you. You're out in, is Miami, right? Out in
Miami, yeah.
And Benito, Miami.
Oh,
So we had Laura Van Camp, that video that we just watched. She's in Kansas City, right?
Yep, Kansas City.
yeah, Laura's in Kansas
I mean,
City.
there are there's people in Africa that are putting these tips, these strategies into practice. So they're following the Who You Know. They're
Absolutely.
participating in the summits. They're doing these things to get themselves noticed. So we gotta pump this up, right?
Oh, hell yeah. We're going to. We're going to 10X this thing. That's
I
what we're going
love
to do.
this
We're gonna
because
pump
it
it up.
pumps itself. A lot of it needs no help. But you know what? I've got being a recruiter, I've got a fairly good sized market. But do I reach out to my connections? Because of what I do, I get a chance to develop a relationship with people because I'm trying to help them get a job. So when they get a job, you think they might respond to phone? You think they might answer the phone when I call? I don't know.
They probably will. All right, well, we've got you for just a couple more minutes, Shay, so I want to get as much value out of this as possible. There was a couple of things that you taught us in the boot camp. One, how do you structure your headline in your, we'll just go to the headline first. What's the best way to structure your headline?
In the LinkedIn headline.
Yeah, on your LinkedIn profile, your headline.
This is so interesting because I just had a podcast. It was actually another live feature just before this, and that was also the last question he asked me was about the headline. I'm like, what? y'all love that finale about the headline, but it is important. So here we go. So a lot of people on LinkedIn, they use their headline to boast accomplishments. That's like the biggest mistake I see on LinkedIn. Remember, that's the first place that the user's eyeballs go when they go to your page is your LinkedIn headline. So you want to use it to just effectively communicate to your target market exactly what it is you do. A lot of times people try to overcomplicate it, make it fancy, get super creative in their wording. All you're doing is making it harder for your target market to consume and know right away, oh, this is the person to solve my problem. So I teach a formula, it's I help X accomplish Y using Z. X being your target market, Y being the problem you solve, and Z, if you want to go into it, the mechanism for how you solve it. So it's really important that it's just very clear because we don't sell in the newsfeed, right? We're not asking for anything in the newsfeed. We're just creating intrigue, providing value in our content so that people click back to our profile. But when people click back to your profile, it does need to very much be an ad for your services. It needs to be optimized for conversions. Now that's the place to pitch. That's the place to have the hard CTAs. So anything that you can do in your LinkedIn headline to just effectively communicate who you help and what problem you solve for them. And then any leftover characters you have, just fill in keywords. Like I put public speaker, social selling, marketing in my headline because I know that people are going to search on LinkedIn for those keywords. And I also want to show up in the keyword search. So keep that in mind as well.
That is awesome. I love that. So I help X. What is it? I help X.
Accomplish Y.
Accomplish Y.
Using Z.
Using Z. Okay, so I want to hear your
and
headline.
You can modify it.
Yeah. What's your headline, Shay?
Yeah. I help executives create video content on LinkedIn that attracts their target market and closes more deals.
All right, so
Something like that.
beautiful. That's
I might have
exactly
changed
the
it.
formula,
Yeah.
right?
It is.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I modified mine too.
What you got? What you come up with?
So I help job seekers get noticed, create opportunities, and take care of the financial impact of job loss.
I love that. I love that. Now that is a headline that'll get attention on LinkedIn.
That's what's up,
That
right?
is, you are straight
Your little
chilling.
icons
You're in
don't
such a
hurt
good
either.
spot.
Yeah, I have little emojis in there
Yeah,
too.
your
that are
little
like,
emojis don't hurt
yeah,
you. They
yeah.
help.
You gotta
They help.
make it. You gotta
The
spice
emojis
it
are
up a
great.
little bit.
Your cover photo is nice too.
I
You got
like
that nice
that part,
cover
Shay.
photo.
I like that part where you tell about how you do it. How do I do this? This I just got to talking about it. This is how I do it. That's a nail
Right,
in
and
the coffin.
even
Well, not the coffin.
even
but-
better if the mechanism for how you do it is fixing something that they hate. Like, so for me, when I'm selling, I usually focus on like I help executives create video content that attracts their target market on LinkedIn that doesn't break the bank or suck up too much time. Because that's the thing that they hate, right? They hate that video production can sometimes be too expensive. It's too time consuming. So if you can also in your mechanism for how, mitigate that objection that they usually have, that thing that they don't like,
yeah.
that's really useful as well.
Yeah, like save them time, or that's
Yeah, that's
great.
the biggest objection. People think they're like, as soon as they hear video production, they're like, whoa, I don't have a budget for that. Or I'm like, no. That's not, that's exactly what I teach. I teach people how it can be really cheap and easy once you outsource. And of course, in my program, I provide the templates and the SOPs to hand that all off to an editor anyways. So it doesn't have to suck up too much time. One of my clients, he's one of the original bootcamp members. He's an OG now, but he's been making videos for quite a while. He's to the point now where he said all his entire video production, his involvement in it is now 2 hours a month.
Wow.
And he is,
Oh my God.
and he is releasing 5 pieces of video content per week on LinkedIn. And he spends 2
my
hours a
goodness.
month on it.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Well, you've
that's what I
got me
teach.
to a point where my
Yeah,
editor,
you're doing yours daily.
Oh yeah, I put out. I'm putting out 7 pieces of content every day. There's a piece of content, and
Heck yes.
and then and it's just awesome. I mean, I've seen a huge growth. Thank you so much for that. A lot of growth,
You're welcome.
and
You're
a
so
lot of
welcome.
doors are opening because of your platform and your program. I've had a college reach out to me recently that wants me to create a course for them.
Oh, wow.
Just all kinds of
Amazing.
doors are opening. So
That's
thank you so much.
great. Oh,
We
my
really, really
pleasure.
do appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Hey, Shay,
Absolutely,
I got to put this out there because Trevor
Yeah.
and I are business partners, and I've had an invite out for a long time. And I know you said you don't check your messages, but I've got a message out to you.
a
And I've got
connection
a
request.
pending that's been pending for I
I've
don't know
got
how
a
long.
pending out
Mark.
to you
Oh,
too.
no.
Mark
What's your-
Elder.
What's your
Oscar
last name?
Williams on LinkedIn.
How do you spell it?
Mark
I helped
Elder,
I found you.
ELDER.
I found you. Oh, I'm accepting this baby right here. Accepted. You
It's all
are
about
in
who
the
you know.
network.
Thank you.
And then Foster
You are-
Williams.
and the world's oldest
Foster.
millennial. I'm sorry, I'm a millennial, but connect with me.
Foster,
I think I
a.k.a.
found
the
you
job
here.
father Williams.
I love it. All right. I love it. I am sending you a connection right now.
Thank
And
you,
you're
Shay.
all, boom, you're all officially Shay Shiners now.
Nice.
Welcome.
Yes.
Yay.
Say thank you so much.
Thank
It has
you. I
love
been
you
just an
guys.
absolute
Thank you.
pleasure. Thank you for coming.
This has been
Thank
a
you.
pleasure for me, you
Thank
guys.
you,
Thank
thank
you
you.
for having me, and best of luck on all your endeavors. Remember to keep the vibes high. Everything happens for a reason. The hardships are to help us grow and learn. And even in the darkest of dark times, when it feels like there's no hope and you're alone, believe it or not, God is with you, and you are going through that to learn something. So keep the faith.
1,
go,
2,
Oscar.
3, boom.
God is absolutely with us.
Mic drop.
Bye,
I
Shay.
Bye,
love
Shay.
it.
Bye,
Bye,
Shay.
you
Bye,
guys.
Shay.
Bye.
Hey, before we close the program, Holden, I want to just give a quick shout out to the audience and say goodbye to them
Yep.
as well. Give
Viewer
some shout outs.
Thank you,
Shannon
audience.
Nibbert, Alan Bergman, Tom, Jacqueline. We got Tammy Brooks.
Cindy Guerra is with us, and she landed a job. We talked about that last week.
Carrie Knoll said, heck, I'm gainfully employed and watching.
All right, I love that. Hey guys, what do y'all think about this new format? New show, new studio. We got
New
Shay.
digs.
Tell us something.
Yeah, she said, boom. Karen, Kona, Rogan.
Conor Rogan.
Yep.
Shay.
Ken Lehman. Hey, how are you, Ken? What's going on?
Trevor is really good with these names. I love to hear him pronounce names.
Oh, I can't pronounce your
I know
name,
we
guys.
have more fun with that.
That's one thing you'll
Oh,
know.
no.
I'm going to mess your name up.
Oh,
I'm just
yeah.
going to say that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got Dolores, Chris Renicky,
Dead
Clark
Notice.
White, Chris Turner. Guys, We appreciate you. They said it's a great show today.
Michelle Barrett with us.
Again, guys, before we tune out, share the show, right? Make sure
Yeah.
that you tag people.
Yeah, y'all tell everybody about this show.
There's 36.5 million new jobless claims in the last 6 weeks. We know that people are out there looking. We know that people are going to need help, that they need help right now, including you guys. And so sharing is caring. Make sure that you're paying it forward.
A number of you guys are going to discover something. You're going to be real excited about it. It's going to happen like it is for Trevor and just for like it is for Shay and Foster.
Yeah, make sure you're tagging anybody that you think would be could benefit from this show, right? So if it's a job seeker, if it's a recruiter, if it's a company, right? Make sure you're tagging. You know, you can tag companies too, right? So think about that. Imagine that every time you're watching this show, you're tagging Coca-Cola because you want to go work there, and every time you're just tagging them. You don't think you're going to get their attention? Like, you're going to. Every week, they're getting tagged into the comments. So, guys, tag the companies that you want to work for. Tag the recruiters that you're wanting to work with. Get their attention, and you can do it right here. And this is a positive way of doing it. It's not a negative or annoying or a nuisance. They will actually appreciate it. It's positive, okay? So invite people, tag them in the comments. Guys, we love you. We appreciate you. That's the show. It's all about
What's it about, y'all?
who
ya
know.
Remember that.
Bye.
Put it on your refrigerator. Get it.